Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the dress I promised to upload. I recorded it, but I didn't have the strength to edit it because I got pregnant and life just happened. But getting into it, well, you're going to need to be very calm to understand this outfit. It is very simple, but you need to be very calm. So right now I folded my fabric in two, and as you can see, I'm folding it by 21 inches. I'm very sure you can see it. Just follow it gently, you understand it. So the part we're cutting is the back first, okay? You know the way you cut out your Bubu, your kimono jacket, that's basically what we're doing. And here I'm going to go down by 1 inch for the slant, you know, the shoulder slope, and this is the 1 inch. And after that, I'm getting my neck width. I'm using 4 inches here. I'm using 3.5. I'm sorry. I'm using 3.5, and then I'm also going to go ahead to now connect the shoulder slope to the neck width. Okay, now let's do that. Get your rulers, everybody. This is a class. This is like secondary school class. Okay, get your ruler, get your pen. As I'm talking, be doing it. Now I'm going to get the width of my armhole, like where you want your sleeve, where you want your hands to pass through. You can either use 11 inches, depending on how big. You can either use 11 inches, you can use 12 inches. For me, I'm using 12 inches, okay, because this is just a mock dress for this purpose. So I'm using. Next thing we're going to do is get your hip measurement. You see, it's 46 divided by 4. That is the standard way of getting your measurement. 46 divided by 4. Now, if you're not very good in maths, I don't know how I can help you, but you know, it's 11.5. So just do as I do. That's the one that I would say, do as I do. So I mark my 11.5. Now you're going to need to add extra inches because you know it's going to be big. It's not going to be, the dress is not fitted. That's why I added that 5-inch extra. Okay. 5-inch extra. So you're using your hip measurement. You're not using your bust too, because your hip is the biggest part of your body. Well, I'm guessing, you know, for me, my hip is the biggest part of my body. So you have to determine which part is the biggest part of your body. Is it your hip? Is it your bust? And now I'm just going ahead to mark. I know I could have adjusted my camera, but I just went ahead to mark the length of the dress and then rule it out. Okay, so I've also connected the width of the dress. So now I'm going to do the neck depth, which is 3 inches. As you can see on my tape rule, I'm marking 3 inches. So right now I'm doing for the back and the front at the same time. So this is the back. So because I'm cutting the back, I changed my mind. I was like 3 inches is too deep, so I just used 2 inches instead. So that's what we have. We have our neck depth, and for the side of the dress, I just went in on a straight line with the inches that we have. Now I'm going to do the curve and the armhole. You can go out by 1 inch and then use it to connect the side to the sleeve part to form like a curve, so you're not having like sharp edges. And basically we're done with the back, and now we're just going to go ahead to cut it. Make sure you always give allowances. You can see I'm giving like 1/2 inch on the neck because so I can use it to join or to fold. Just have like your sewing allowance when you're cutting your fabric. So we're going to cut it and be back. Okay guys, so this is my main fabric I'm going to be using. The blue one is the lining. So you want to cut the lining. It's just like a pattern. I won't even say it's a lining because this dress doesn't have lining. Sorry, it's a pattern, but my paper, I don't have any paper that is that big. So I had to use blue fabric so that the colors would be very nice for you guys. So I've gone to fold my fabric into 2, just like the same length that I have as the lining or the pattern. I need to stop saying lining. So I folded the fabric into 2, and now what I'm going to do is get that blue fabric that we cut already, which is our pattern, and place it on this correct one that we're using. Remember, is this red and white fabric that is our main fabric. So the blue fabric is our pattern fabric. So I'm just going to place it on the main fabric and then use that to cut it out. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to fix it so I don't have enough excess. I don't like to waste fabric, so we're going to go ahead to cut it out. Okay. Okay, guys, so pay attention to the front. The back is kind of easy. The back is easy mat, but the front is kind of further mat, okay? So pay attention to the front. I've gone ahead to fold my fabric in two again. As you can see, I'm showing you 30 inches. 30 inches, okay? So now you're going to mark 30 inches on your fabric, because that's the addition we're going to add to the one that we have on the back. I don't know how best to explain it, but let me just say it again. You're going to mark 30 inches on your fabric. So you need a lot of fabric. 30 inches, you see, that's what I'm putting on my fabric right now. I've gotten 30 inches point, and now I'm going to mark it. I'm just going to put it there because my chalk is not very, very visible on this fabric, okay? 30 inches. What did I say, guys? 30 inches. If you want yours to be very, very full and all that, 30 inches, that's what we're adding to the front fabric. Now I'm going ahead to mark it 30 inches. I'm going to break the back fabric now. Remember the pattern that we made. Remember the blue pattern that we made. So I'm going to place it on that 30 inches that I marked. Don't place it at the beginning of the fabric. Place it at the 30 inches. So just place it at the tip of the tape rule, like where number 1 starts, okay? Because you know 30 is going to be at the other side. So just place it at where number 1 starts. Just do exactly what I'm doing. If you can follow me and do exactly what I'm doing. You see, I left the tape rule there so that it doesn't move, and my body is moving the fabric, but I'm going to arrange it. So that's what you do as a tailor. You arrange. My table is not so big. That's why I'm cutting on the floor, and I don't know what we have with cutting on the floor anyway. We're always cutting on the floor. We need to repent. 2025, we cannot be cutting on the floor. For 2024, the remaining months, let's just go ahead. We can cut on the floor. It's okay. And now I'm just making sure that the 30 inches is all the way through, because you know how sometimes the top can be 30, but the down can be like 29 or something. So I'm just making sure I have the 30 all the way, and then I'm going to adjust the fabric at each point if it's not 30. Okay, that's what I'm doing here basically. So it's 30 inches that we're adding, because this is the front we're cutting now. 30 inches. You see, I keep saying it. If you can comment how many times I've said 30 inches in this video, you're going to get we're going to do a giveaway. How many times I said 30 inches in this video, in this front part? Comment it, leave it on the comment section. We're going to do a giveaway, and for the people in Nigeria, we're going to be giving you 10,000 naira to 2 people that can comment how many times I said 30. Okay? Okay, now that I've gotten the 30, you see it's neat. I've arranged it. The front is 30 inches plus. I'm just going ahead to cut it out now, okay? You can add 1 inch at the bottom part so you can use it to hem your fabric, but that's what I'm doing right now. Just follow me. It's kind of easy, okay? That's if you pay attention, and if you're not too fast, sew it for yourself first. Do try and error before you start to make for customers. I know most times we always jump and start sewing for customers when we're not really perfect yet, but our advice is sew it for yourself first. So just go ahead and do the same thing that I'm doing here. You see, I've cut out the pattern part and plus the 30 inches we included for the front part, okay? Now I'm going to come up. I'm measuring the length of my fabric, but I'm going to come up by, now the length of my fabric is 40. I'm going to divide it by 2. So depending on the length that you have, okay? Mine is 40 divided by 2. I didn't need to use the calculator. I just used the tape rule. Just fold it into 2, and that gave me 20. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm just adjusting my camera so that you guys can see it very well. Zooming in, zooming out. I'm sorry, I'm still using my phone to record. I'm going to buy a camera very soon. People should pray for me. So I'm marking the 20 inches. So you fold, the length is 40, right? Divide it into 2. The length is 40. Divide it into 2. Mark that part out. Now I'm using biro because my chalk is not, even the biro stuff is not visible. That's why I'm having to repeat what I'm saying 2 times so that you guys can get it. And I'm also having to show you the numbers on the tape rule that I'm getting. So now this part is a bit tricky, okay? So you have to follow me very, very gently. This part is a bit tricky. So here I'm just marking 10 inches downwards. Is it 10 inches? No, it was 9.5 inches. 9 inches downwards. And I've gone ahead to readjust my camera because I really want you guys to get this part. So the first part, let me repeat it again. The length is 40. Remember, the length is 40 divided by 2, you get 20. Okay, and that 20, you mark out your 20. I'm having to repeat this thing over and over again. I know some of you will be like, it's okay, stop repeating, move on. But there are still some people that are beginners but also like the style and they want to sew it. So that 20 inches, I'm going ahead to mark it. Okay, go ahead, mark it out. And now on the neck part, you will come down by 9 inches. On the neck part, come down by 9 inches. Come down by 9 inches. You know, when you're doing like your Bubu and you want a V, you can do 9, you can do 10, depending on the depth of the V that you want. So that's why mine is 9. I'm just choosing to use 9, okay? Come down by 9 inches. Now, from that shoulder part, you see that part that the cotton stop, you will connect it to the 9 inches, and the 9 inches, you will connect it to the 20. Now, let me say that again. From the shoulder point there, you connect it to the 9 inches. From the 9, you see what I'm doing? That 9 inches, I'm connecting it to that sharp edge, that's shoulder point where the cotton stop. And then from that 20 inches, I will now connect it with the curve to the 9 inches, okay? Connect it to the curve. It's just that you guys cannot see the ruler, but you can actually look at my hand and tell what I'm doing, right? So from that 20 inches, connect it to the 9 inches that we marked, and then connect it to the shoulder point where we stopped cutting. Now, we're just going to cut it out, okay? You cut it out. Now, after cutting that part out, you will now go ahead to slit that down part, the 20 inches part that we have. Just slit it open, okay? Because remember, the front is going to be 2 sides, so we need it to be open. So just do the same thing that I'm doing. Slit it open, and then we'll move on from there. And this is our front. We're done cutting. We're done with the cutting phase. We've cut the back. The back was very easy, and this is the front. Now, moving on to the sewing phase, okay? The sewing, because this is a pattern fabric, you really need to pay attention. First, we're going to join the shoulders of the back and the shoulder of the front together. Remember, I will join our kimono shoulders together, whether the front is longer than the back. You just take it to the sewing machine and go join the shoulder of the front and the back together, right sides facing each other. I know I should have shown you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't know I wasn't recording when I was joining it, but I was already done, and I was like, okay. But first of all, join the shoulders. That's what I'm showing you. First of all, join the shoulders. And when you're done, this is what you should have. You should have your outfit looking like this, okay? Now I'm going to start hemming all the rough edges. You see the neck part, the sleeve part before we join it. The hem, the length of the fabric, the hem, the neck. I'm going to just do everything, fold it, and then sew it round so we have a neat finishing. To the sewing machine, okay? We're here now. We're going to be starting with the sleeves. You see the sleeve, fold it, open it, and then hem the edge of the sleeve. I'm watching Laifa. I love her, the Laifa Beauty, the lady in Nigeria. I love her makeup. I love her vlogs. I watch her a lot, and I learn like makeup from her. She doesn't even know that she's inspiring somebody in the US. But I watch her a lot. I really like her work with God as well. I like her fashion sense. Okay, let me stop ranting about Laifa, but she's very nice. I like her. But now, moving on, I'm done with one sleeve. I'm just cutting out the thread. I think I should fast forward this side. I don't know. Do you guys like to see the sewing process, or you just want to see after it's done? But for me, sometimes I like to show the sewing process. Okay. Now this is the sleeve. I've already gone ahead to hem it, but definitely you have to iron it. Okay. Once you iron it, it's now going to look pinging. And the second sleeve, you also have to do the second sleeve as well. If you haven't done that, go ahead to do that. Open it and sew it and make sure it's neat as well. Okay. Okay, so moving on, we're going to be joining the sides. Okay, you see the side of the fabric, you're going to join it, but remember you're joining it inside out, the right sides facing each other. Don't go and join the wrong side facing each other. Except you're making those bubbles that is the thread will be showing in the front. But if you are not, make sure you join the inside out. Make sure you join it inside out the same way I'm doing. Turn your fabric to the wrong side and then sew the right sides facing each other. But make sure you join you hem your sleeve first, so that at least it will be easy and it will be neat. Okay, go ahead and measure the length that you want. Remember the sleeve length that we had, you have to measure it and measure the allowance. Is it 1 inch allowance that you put, or 2 inches, so that you will not be putting 1 inch on the cutting and then you're now sewing 2 inches. Auntie, what are you doing? Uncle, what are you doing? So you have to measure it and just be sure that it's the 1 inch that you're sewing down. So go ahead and sew it, sew the sides, run your machine through it, and come back and let's continue. Okay, so I'm done joining the sides now. You see, we have the side and then you have the other side. It's joined. Now we're going to go to the hem, like the length of the fabric. You know, it's still rough, and we're just going to start from one end and fold it. We're also going to hem it. You fold it twice and then you just sew. I'm going to do it. You see what I'm doing? You fold once, you fold again, and then you run your sewing machine all the way, 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 all the way. All the way through from one end to the other end. Okay? Okay, I'm done hemming the down parts now. You see how neat it looks. You have to hem it. You have to make your work look neat. You also take it to the iron and iron it, and then cut out your excess fabric. Okay? Okay, now that we're done hemming all the parts, we've joined the sides. This is what it should look like. Okay, you've hemmed the neck part as well. This neck opening part, make sure you hem it, make sure it's neat. You've hemmed the down of the fabric. You've hemmed the shoulder parts. Did I say shoulder? You joined the shoulder. You hemmed the sleeve. So this is what you should have. If you're here already and you have not liked or shared or commented or subscribed, ask yourself, is it nice? Is that nice? You're at this point of the video and you have not liked. This is like half of the video already. You have not liked this video. You have not commented. You've not said, oh, I like it, or I don't like it, or next time there's an easier way to do it, or let me know. You did not say anything. You did not subscribe to us to support each other. You did not say that. Is it nice? It's not nice. So then, anyway, let's move on. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Okay, now this part, I want you guys to listen very, very well. You see this right part, you're going to take it to the shoulder part of the left. Now we're going to be doing a crisscross. You know what a crisscross is? I'm sure you know what a crisscross is. You're going to take the second part and bring it to the other part of the neck. Crisscross. Now, let's do that again. You see this one part that you have? You will carry it, and take it to that other side. Just do exactly what I'm telling you to do. Carry this fabric, don't rush it, just take it to the other side gently, very demure, very slow, very classy. Okay, that's what you should do. Now you take the other part. Don't mind that, oh, one will be rough on top the other one. That's none of our business right now. Just carry it and put it on the under, I say under the baton. Anyway, put it on the other side. Now that side that you have, carry the front and use it to join the other one. So it's going to be right side facing each other. Let me do it again. It's like you're carrying akara to go and meet bread. Carry this one. You see it's right side, right? Use it to join the right side of the other one. You get me? Should I do it again? I think you guys understand. So now just go ahead and sew the edge together. But make sure it's right side facing each other. Go ahead and sew that long. See what I'm showing you to sew. Go ahead and join it together. Okay? Now, let me do this one more time. Do you guys feel me? One last time. After this, I'm not doing it again. In this class, we're not doing it more than 3 times. Three times. Carry this edge. Either edge is fine. Carry this one. Join it to the other side. Take it to the other side, to the other shoulder part. Okay? And then the other end of the fabric, take it to the other shoulder of the fabric. Okay? Now, this side that you have, you will now carry it, the right side though, and use it to join the right side of the other one. See? The right side will join. See, I'm using my hands to show you. Use it to join this other right side and then go and sew it on your sewing machine. Take it to the sewing machine. Just this place that I'm showing you, that's where you should sew. Don't go and sew another thing. No. Just sew those other edge together. Let me show you how you are going to pick it up. That's it. And take it to your sewing machine like that. Don't be scared and go and sew it. Now, after you sew it, you're going to, if you have a mannequin, wear it for the mannequin. But if you don't, see, we have sewn it together. You see the joining that we did, right? If you don't, wear it for your sibling, maybe your sister or even your brother. Just wear it. It's just for us to do the next part. You will carry this. You see the way you are holding it. You will join it together. Okay? Make sure the folded part is facing your brother or your mannequin and the open part is facing you. That's one trick that you can use. You see, this open part should be facing you and the folded part should be facing your brother. Now we are now going to do a merry-go-round for the open part to be facing your brother and for the folded part to be facing you. Now let's do it again. The folded part, right, should be facing your brother and the open part should be facing you. But when you flip it, the open part will now be facing your brother and the folded part will now be facing you. Now you will now take it and wear it on the neck. You see what we have here? Is the style not forming already? Are we not getting it already? Now we're just going to join it to the neck part, but we'll come back to explain that one. Now, follow me you see that this point is the reason why I said this is like further mats, okay? Now, you will take these 2 edges that you have joined together. Maybe we'll do another video of this style. I don't know. If you guys want me to do another video of this style with a clear fabric that you can see, not a pattern fabric, let me know. Now, the part that is facing you, you will turn it inside. See, this thing is falling because my mannequin is lekpa. She's lekpa Shandy. I did not know. I went to order for, I didn't even know that it's size 4, I'll be size 6, I'll be Kimono. Anyway, the part that is facing you, you will now use it to join that fabric, the neck, but do it like inside out. Do it like it's joining together because you know if you sew it together, the edge will be showing. But if you do it this way, when you sew it, it will not show at the edge. Okay, do it like you're sewing your bias, like you're joining your bias to the neck part, because that's what we're doing basically. So we're going to join it all the way. You just pick the other front part 2, 2, 2 like that, the way it's folded like that. Let me do it again. You see the way this 2 is folded? Now you're going to arrange it, make sure the joinings are together. Now you will now make sure the joining is together. You will now flip it and use it to hold this part I was just playing. In case you want to do like a hoodie version, you can leave one side and then just use one side to fold on the neck. That's if you want to put like a hijab on it, make it look like there's hijab on it. But if not, just fold the two together. Okay, fold it together and then use it to sew on the neck. I don't know why I keep doing this hijab stuff. If you're doing hijab, this is what you do. Now you just turn it to the other side and then go and sew it on the neck. But that's if you're doing hijab, then it's only one you will use. Let me pin it so that you guys will see what I'm saying. That's if you want it to have like a hoodie or like a hijab on it. But if not, then you will fold it. If you don't want it to have hijab, if you just want it to be the neckline, then you will fold it. But if you want it to have hijab, you see what I'm saying? It's now going to look like this. You get? But if not, we have to go back and go and fix it. Okay? Okay, so we don't want it to have hijab, this one. So you have to fold the two sides together. Okay, let the two edges join together. Make sure the join part that you do is facing each other. And then you now turn it, do like the front is going, the part that is facing you will now be the one that will face the fabric. You see, join them together. Just turn it like this to the fabric, you get? But the two sides, and then pin it. Go ahead and pin it. See, I'm talking slow now because this side is a bit tricky, okay? This side is a bit tricky, and I really hope for you guys to get it. I really want you guys to get it. Now you're going to do the same thing all through till you get to the part that there is no opening anymore, that you're comfortable with. You do it all through on both sides, okay? You just take the two folded parts and then keep joining it on the edge of the fabric, on the neck, and you get it. Now you see that's what I'm doing. I have the two fabrics, the two edge of the fabric, and I'm going to pick the front neck and just pin it. I know my hand is kind of blocking it, but I believe I should. There's a place where I'm going to remove my hand so that you guys can see it very clearly. But that's basically what I'm doing. And you do it on one side and you do it on the other side. So you see, you get the two edge of the fabric and then you join it to the neck part. You join it to the neck part and then you pin it down. Make sure you pin it nicely because we're going to go to the sewing machine and go run it through and go sew it. Now you just keep doing the same. It's going to look like your fabric is rough all over, but don't worry, it's going to come out nice at the end of the day. Just do the same on the other side. Do it to where you want the sewing to, the joining to stop. That one is for you to determine. But now moving on, we are going to be going to the sewing machine, I believe, to join it. And after joining it, this is what you should have. So it's going to be this crisscross, nice, cutesy, beautiful dress. At this point, this was just giving me, I had to turn on my lights to actually see it very clearly. This was really, really nice, like very, very beautiful. Imagine wearing it. I think the inner I made with it was a red dress. So you see when you join it on the inside now, it's going to now give you this neat finish on the outside. That's why we have to join it so it's not opened. You won't have to join it for long when you're even joining. It might just be like all around, like maybe 15 inches. That's all you might just do. And then you have your dress looking nice like this, okay? I'm so excited. I really want you guys to try this. I know this dress is kind of raining right now. The top is raining right now. So you can try it with organza fabric. I think we should try one with organza fabric. I might do another video. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do another video with an organza fabric. Let me know so we can go ahead and run it. So this is it. This is so pretty. This is so demure. This is so classy. And let me pair it with the red dress I made with it. Look at it, guys. Just look at it. I made this bun as well, but I don't know. The bun wasn't born in like this nice classy head wrap thing. I think maybe I made it too big. I wasn't sure, but it wasn't. It's the wrap wasn't wrapping for me anyway. I might try it again, redo it. Practice makes perfect. But for this top, it is very, very cute. And now the pattern of the fabric has different colors. So your inner can always be paired with different colors. For me, I just chose red. I think red was too much, but maybe I should have chosen another color. I don't know. But this is just me trying to still fix this head wrap thing that I did. God will have mercy. But you know what? We did our best. We tried, and that's all that matters. I love you guys so much. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead to subscribe. If you want me to do more sewing videos, let me know. And this is it, guys. This is so pretty. Like, for real, I tell you guys, on my first attempt. This is my first attempt. I haven't made it before. This is my first attempt, and that's why I'm so sure that you can do it too. Even if can I just leave this wrap thing alone? You know what? Just ignore it at this point. Even if it's for you to wear to church on Sunday, or to wear to mosque, or anywhere you're going to for that event, that birthday, that dinner, something, just do for yourself first, so that in case there's any mistake, it will not be what I ordered versus what I got. You get, this one is your own. You can always be patient with it and rock it, style it, and voila, we have our dress. I love you guys so much. I know I've said that before, but I really do. I really truly do. Now let me go and attend to my baby because she's already crying, and I'm here doing voiceover for video for you guys. See, I love you guys very much. So let me go feed her. Bye guys. Bye till the next video.